Alright, we are recording. Now I just need to pull up the correct windows. I need that one. Alright, so first things first, as I mentioned before we got started, we do need to do some quick sponsorship roles. Uh, for the Dragonborn, you have a +2 modifier. So go ahead and give me that 2D. Let me double check this. Yep, the first roll is a 2d6 +2.
And you want me to do it in Megamech?
Yes, please.
Whoops. Have to type out roll.
Yep, /roll. Otherwise, the computer's just like, what do you mean? All right, so you have a
So
10 for a total of 12. That gives you an additional +1 on this next roll. So that's going to be a 3d6 roll, but you're going to have a +3 modifier on it. And the base is
3d6?
yeah, it's 3d6 to see what your sponsorship actually is. The first roll is to see if there's actually interest in forming a sponsorship program.
Ah, okay.
And with this one, because you rolled a 12 total, the sponsors are eager to do business with the Dragonborn.
Cool.
So you get a +1 or a +3 total. So you got a 5 +3 will give you 8. You will now have a +1 fan each week on a win.
Again?
Yep. So you'll actually move up to +2 starting next match. +1 fan.
You sure that shouldn't be this match?
No. And the reason for that is your previous sponsorship, which was you have a +1 fan right now. You also have a +1 on gather intelligence. That's carrying over. Because that's
the gather intelligence doesn't expire until next season.
My note actually had it expiring at the week 5 in your case.
Yeah, of next season.
Can you send me your roster? Actually, hold that thought. Fourth, fifth. I was like, let me look at this one really. Give me 1 second. I do apologize. I know people are watching, and the very first thing we do is we start doing spreadsheet stuff. So bear with us, my friends. We will get to the goodies. Just one moment. And my son's texting me. Okay, open this file. I'm Omar Krieg, by the way. I'm the one that runs all this shit. I'm joined by Darius and Luke, who will be team managers for their teams. All right, so +1 gather intelligence started week 5 of 3025 and ends. Oops, wow, okay. Nope, I take that back.
He's eating dinner. We'll be down there soon.
Recording. Why? Oh, really? You're not gonna let me? Okay, fine. +1 gather intel. Oh, stop it. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god, that's really loud in my ears. You guys can't hear it, but every time I make a mistake in Excel, it gives me that little bling. But yeah, I got your message. Sorry.
Just wanted to make sure.
Week 5, 3025 ends week 5, 3029. Okay, I apologize for that, Darius. I see where I made my snafu. I closed everything the right way. That. Alright. So, back on track. Once I figure out where the hell I'm trying to get to. So now, moving forward, you will have a total of +2 after this match. +2 fans after this match.
Okay.
Yeah, +2 fans on a win, of course. Although at the start of 3029, one of those +1 fans drops off, so that's okay. You've got plenty of fans. You'll have plenty of fans for the rest of your life. You'll have only fans. Okay, let me stop with stupid jokes. All right, for Luke and his honeybees, I need to double check yours now too because I may have screwed that up. So bear with me for one moment.
Got it.
That was sent on the. Oh god, that was sent back in like. Let's see.
Is that a measuring cup of beer?
No, it's a hospital cup of tea.
Oh, nice.
It took me a second because I'm not paying attention to the Zoom, and I was like,
Yes,
"What
this
in
is
the
my teacup.
shit? What in the
That's
shit are
not
they
bad.
talking about?"
32-ounce
Yeah.
teacup.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. So Luke, for you, this
Yes.
match you will retain the +5 total wealth on a win. After this match, it will drop down to +3 wealth and +2 fans. That one sponsorship for some of that wealth will end at the end of this match. Does that make sense? I feel like I just confused the shit out of you. Or I lost my internet. I don't know.
No, you're still here.
Okay. Did Luke lose internet?
I clicked on my mute button because it's my slash button on the keyboard.
Yes.
I said no, I got it.
All right, excellent. In that case, you have no additional modifiers to your sponsorship, so I need a 2d6 to see how many people might be interested in working with the Honeybees. And that is a total of 8. That will give you...
Not terrible.
Not terrible, but not great. Negotiations are taking longer than expected. Your next roll now has a -1, so it'll be 3d6 subtracting 1 when I see the final number there. Or a total of 9 minus 1 is 8. Oh, look at that. You also get OnlyFans.
Nice.
You will receive +1 fan starting on your next match. Oh, damn it. I keep forgetting that when you type in a Excel cell, you have to use a real character or an asterisk. This starts end of 3025 and ends at the end of 3020.
What did you try to put in?
I type in +1 and it won't recognize plus as the first character in a cell. So you have to put the asterisk.
You have to put an apostrophe before that.
Is it apostrophe? Well, you know what? As it turns out, asterisk works.
Huh? Really?
So, yeah. That or I just mashed all the buttons and it
Oh, no. If you put any other character besides a plus in front of the if you put any character other than a plus or minus in front of the plus or minus, it still will show, but it'll show that other character as well.
Oh, yeah.
If you put an apostrophe in front of it,
It
it
hides
doesn't
the...
show
It's a string.
apostrophe.
Yeah, it hides
Yeah,
the
it's
plus.
a string.
Yeah. Okay. We've got that BS out of the way. Let's get to the real show that the people actually didn't pay any money whatsoever to come here to see, because this is being hosted on YouTube after the recording's done. When you
And I
arrived...
paid $5.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did. I apologize. But you did that of your own because you like me. I don't know why you like me, but whatever. Also, my beer fund really appreciates your support. When you arrive in the studio, you'll notice Olaf is wearing what might be considered something of a festive outfit. The normal suit and tie and jacket are there, of course, but the goggles he's wearing, the lenses shaped to form the number 3025, and the eclectic collection of beady necklaces around his neck seems to indicate some sort of party is about to take place. Most of the beads, colorful as they may be, seem to vary between green and blue and manage to somehow accentuate the teal of his bow tie. He almost immediately... What's that?
Omar, you celebrating Mardi Gras?
Listen, it's the postseason playoffs, man. It's all sorts of happy fun times now on Solaris. Not, anywhere near us or Louisiana or anything like that. Welcome back, Mech fans, and welcome. I am Olaf Krieg, and this is the Triple Press, bringing you all the exclusive info, insider secrets, and elusive razzle-dazzle regarding the Mech Warrior Arena ever since 3022. And of course, who can forget the Solaris Broadcasting Company, our partners in the Donegal Broadcasting Corporation, and last but never ever least, the Krieg Dominion Media, without whom we never would have made it out of our first year. Welcome to the quarterfinals round and the beginning of the true Trinity Cup Championship Playoffs. 8 teams have been entered into the single elimination tournament, and only one team can be crowned this year's Trinity Cup champions. Effective immediately, any match that begins must have a clear-cut and decisive victory, and to that end, an extra squad of judges has been brought into the production center in order to make sure every possible angle of every single fight can be closely monitored. But enough about that. Let's talk about the teams for our first match for this round of the playoffs. First up, we have the Canopian Honeybees, hailing all the way from Canopus herself in the far-off Magistracy. I am surprised I got that word out of my mouth on the first try. The Bees were not far off from breaking even this year, finishing the regular season on the positive side with 5 wins and 4 losses, ranking 5th in the league. They started the season off strong with an unexpected victory against the Industrialists, and then another against the opposition, but ran into something of a wall over the next 2 matches. First to the newcomer team Dover Crows, and then to the Dragonborn, their opponents here tonight. The Bees went on the rest of the season, giving as good as they got, in some cases a little bit more, winning one and losing one, repeating that rhythm, and then finally their victory over of all teams, the Davian Golden Suns. Standing up to the Honeybees are the Luthien Dragonborn, a team that has been a mighty force all season long. Over 9 weeks of regular season competition, the Dragonborn finished with 6 wins and 3 losses, and ranking 4th place overall. This powerhouse team won an astonishing 4 consecutive matches, defeating the Spirits, the Nationals, the Debutantes, and then the Honeybees before being smashed by the American Industrialists. Undaunted, the Dragonborn continued to march forward, unrelenting, as they hammered the opposition in Week 6 and the Crows in Week 7, leading up to the penultimate feud match in Week 8 against the Golden Suns, where the Dragonborn would lose against the vengeful Countess Skylar Hawking Davian. And then in the final week, they would lose to, of all the teams to lose a match to, the Rock City Wolverines. But as we discussed, that was kind of a fun match, more so than anything else. I am fortunate tonight to have the coaches for both teams present for a brief Q&A session before the match begins. I am joined by Darius Matamuri of the Luthien Dragonborn and Luke Labrador of the Canopian Honeybees. Gentlemen, welcome. A pleasure to see you once more.
Pleasure to be here.
Wow, that was a really big mouthful of words I had to spew before we even got to this point. And I just want to point out that once again, I got the Magistracy out of my mouth on the first try. And again, to prove it wasn't a fluke, just now. I really hate that damn word.
Well, they say lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot.
I feel like there's a few people that would disagree with that statement wholeheartedly and rather loud.
I say they said.
They said.
I didn't say
it was
right.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that one, Mr. Logical Argument Man. The final round of the regular season was the Melee round, a round that was frankly a bit divisive between those who favored it and those who didn't. Darius, in fact, you were easily described as a vocal opponent to the idea yourself. Having completed that round and being able to look back on it now, do you feel the same as you did a couple of weeks ago, or has anything changed?
About the melee round?
Yes.
Nothing's changed.
Well, yes, your standings still remain as they were. You guys went out and had a bunch of fun, kicked a couple of mechs around, lost, whatever.
Yeah.
Overall, still not a big fan of the idea.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. Luke?
I don't consider it a real match.
Well, the Wolverines would disagree, but as I've heard, and may have even mentioned, they may not be coming back in 3026. Luke, your stance...
Their opinion doesn't matter much then.
Well, it's not so much their opinion as it is their win-loss record. Finances. I let the coaches manage their teams the way they see fit, and from what I'm hearing, the owners are not happy. I mean, their owners do have a very large budget, so they could take a lot of losses, financially speaking. But, some things disappear when that happens. Like communications with entire sectors of space. I digress. Luke, your stance on the Melee round, as I recall, was actually something more neutral or undecided. What thoughts or feelings did you have regarding the Melee round, and how do you feel that it went down?
Well, the suspicion of the fact that we could open fire made me a little apprehensive, especially against such an opponent as Skylar Davian. And she held on to her word, did not shoot me in the back. I somehow scraped ahead after a couple lucky shots and won the match. So overall, it may have been a fun match, but I kind of have to go with the Darius's stance that it may have been more of a fluff piece than an actual match. I would not have won that given the terrain, I believe.
Let's not talk about terrain because somebody threatened to use lava in their match.
Oh wow.
I shouldn't say threatened. I said that for dramatic effect because it's funny. But James definitely mentioned I thought about using the lava map on our match. So like, I'm glad you didn't. Anyway, gentlemen, the last time your two teams met, it was a resounding Dragonborn victory with a final score of 8-1 in favor of the Luthien team. A lot has changed since then. Some pilots and techs have left the Dragonborn, or in the case of Vamsy, who I hear is doing well on the recovery process to returning to the start of next season, were removed from competition for injuries. Conversely, the Honeybees team, while not immune to the draft, has learned a lot on the battlefield. How do the two of you foresee the match going tonight, in spite of, or perhaps because of these changes since your last match? Darius, I'll take your answers first.
Sorry, what was the question again?
I really did ramble right through that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
The gist of this question is the last time you guys met, it was clearly the Dragonborn win, but a lot has changed in personnel, both people losing people and some people getting better, and since that time. How do you think it'll go now?
No, it'll be about the same.
About the same. Okay, I figured Darius Montemurri would say something like that. Luke,
I mean, we've got pilots improving on our end too.
this is true. This is true. Luke, what about you? How do you think this match is going to go?
I think it's going to go well. I think I prepared a lot for this match. I think having had Darius in the last match stop me so hard was kind of a wake up call because it was in that position what I needed to experience. However, in this match here, I hope that it's going to be a lot more even, if not hopefully a win. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen when we hit the field.
I will tell you the fans are very much looking forward to this match, if for no other reason than because there's promises of explosions. And maybe cake. I don't know. The winner of this match will go on to face the winner of the Industrialists versus the Spirits match. Which team do you think
Cake
will
is a
win?
lie. Don't believe them.
Cake is a lie, he says. Okay. Neither is the spoon, but whatever. Which team do you think it will be should your team win here tonight? And if that team wins, is it the team you would like to face again? That is a very, very conditional question. So let me break it down just to keep it simple for not you guys, because you're clearly smart, but not all of our viewers. Wow, I just insulted my entire viewer base of 6 people.
You insulted everybody.
I did. Okay, so here's the question. Let me break it down, because apparently I can't keep up with myself. Industrialists versus the Spirits. Who do you think is going to win? And if it's that team that you think is going to win, is it a team that you're willing to face again? Or I shouldn't say willing, but is it a team you're looking forward to facing again, or is it one that you might have some reservations on? We'll start with the Dragonborn.
Well, personally, between those two teams, I think that the Industrialists are going to roll.
I agree with that statement, but I can't tell you why.
You biased motherfucker. Anyway, as far as facing them again, I mean, I would like a rematch.
So have many that have. Ow! Let me stop being so favoritistic towards not my team, that team. Luke, Spirits or Industrialists, which team is going to win, do you think? And are you looking forward to facing that team?
Well, I do believe it's going to be in the Industrialists.
It's not an easy word for me to say either. I have to literally stop and think about it.
Industrialists.
There you go.
Through my crooked teeth.
Listen, I've got a cap in mind, so.
So I think that'll be an interesting match again if I'm the victor here and I go up against the Industrials again.
Okay.
As they were the first match of the season that I went up against and did win against.
You definitely
So
caught
I
them
wonder-
with the pants down. Yes, I remember.
So I wonder if it'll be a repeat or not. And Well, that's actually a personal curiosity of mine.
Indeed. And perhaps, all things go well for either team here, we will see which of these eventualities comes to fruition and which way the wind blows next time around. Fans, there you have it. With that, we are now ready to begin our first quarterfinals match. The winner here tonight will move into the semis, and the loser will be done for the rest of the year. Which team will advance? The Dragonborn, the Honeybees? Only one way to know, and that's to watch from high above aboard the Krieg Dominion airship. Yes, we have an airship now. We've had one for a little while, actually. Let me go ahead and pull that up and then switch over to that. And I totally forgot to put the away team logos up, so give me a second to do that. The away team here is the Honeybees. And the home team is the Dragonborn. I knew there was something. I was getting everything set up. I think I even said something like, I think I got everything set up. I know I was definitely feeling it. I was like, I knew I was forgetting something. At any rate, I have already given each of your pilots and techs their here. Where are my midweek events? Experience points. There we go. I have already given your your pilots and techs their free 1 point of experience. So the next event we have is midweek events. We'll start with the Luthien Dragonborn. You elected to do some marketing and some training. You have no modifiers for either of them, so both of them will be a 2d6 roll. Let's do the marketing first, please.
2d6?
Correct.
Do I get any bonus on this?
You do not.
You sure?
I am looking through my notes. I see nothing that gives you a marketing bonus.
Oh, that's gather intelligence. Never
Correct.
mind.
Yep.
Seven.
A 7 in marketing will give you, I believe, no results. Your marketing efforts have not gone well. In fact, all your marketing was spent more towards promoting this sponsorship. Your other option was training. So give me another 2d6 roll, please.
Not good.
For a total of 6, which is not snake eyes, so it's okay. But no result. For the Canopian Honeybees, you have elected training and scrounging. Please give me that 2d6 roll for training.
Scrounging, huh?
Yeah. 9. 9 will give each of your pilots and techs not on the injured list a +1 experience points. Let me go ahead and do that for you. So that is a 6, 5, 6, 10, 4, 7. Techs 10, 8, 8, 12, 12, and oops, 13. Excuse me. And your scrounging roll. Please give me that 2d6 for scrounging. You also rolled a 9, which will give you a free repair reroll during the post-match session. Don't let me forget about it, because I probably will.
Yep.
All right.
Noting it now.
Yeah. Make a note of it now. All right. Because it's been a hot minute, our next task is the Gather Intelligence roll. We will start with the home player first. That is, of course, the Luthien Dragonborn. Go ahead and give me that 2d6 +1. For a total of 10. All right. You will learn here shortly the mech chassis and weight for your opponent. Actually, I'll give you that now. Your opponent is going to be fielding a Locust 1M, a Thunderbolt 5D, and a Marauder 3R. Based on that information, consider your options for making any changes. I'm going to assume the answer is no, but we'll come back to the answer section in a moment. For the Honeybees, I need... Oh, you have chosen not to do Gather Intelligence, so we will not make that roll. Based on the information I've given you so far, will the Dragonborn be making any changes to their lineup tonight?
You said
Again,
a Thunderbolt.
yes, a Locust 1M, Thunderbolt 5D, and a Marauder 3R. Knowing what you're bringing to the table, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't change it.
Yeah, I'm not changing it.
Okay. I wasn't trying to guide you into an answer. I was just speculating on my own
Does
part
the
there.
Thunderbolt jump?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I have been wrong before, just for the record. But
Well, Luke said no.
here is your teams. Please take a moment to review. It is entirely possible, I have done this in the past, that I have chosen, or excuse me, input information incorrectly. Also, Darius, double check the map to make sure it lines up with what your intentions were.
I did.
Okay.
It does.
Excellent. I got one thing right at least. Correction, 2, because I did say Magistracy 3 times now correctly, each on the first try. It's almost like I've been practicing at this point.
I get to choose my edge as well, right?
Yes, you do. You will choose your home edge, which is now the north. That will put the I almost said the honeybees. Jesus Christ, the honeybees at the south. So Luke, once you are satisfied with your review, go ahead and select your start as the south. My son has a feline missile launcher pointing at me from off screen. He's 10, so he's like all of like 4 feet tall, and he's standing there with a cat on his shoulder as if it were a missile launcher. It's kind of funny in a way. Also, my cat.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Okay. All right. In that case, I need the two of you to click done, and then I will follow suit. And we are off into our first quarterfinals match. Let me get this. Can't do that. This is going to be an interesting map. There is going to be a lot of line of sight concerns. Oof. There's going to be some line of sight concerns for the players. Darius has got a massive king crab that he's going to be playing hide and seek with in those woods.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he's going to do with that king crab. I'm just speculating.
Oh, it's going to be slow.
That or he's going to find a nice hilly spot on high ground, or excuse me, nice woody spot on high ground and just be like, I'm going to enjoy the breeze as I blast away with my PPCs. That almost rhymed, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. But please, deploy your forces as you see fit. I am going to do nothing but talk shit and make notes on which maps go kaboom.
This is a big map.
Yeah. 2x2. When you get a stadium, this is your map size options.
Oh wow.
You're now playing in the, I don't know what he's going to call it, but let's just call it Space Japanese Imperial Armada Stadium.
Oh.
Probably got like the Corita name somewhere in there. Maybe something about. Go ahead.
It's Darius's turn to deploy, right?
Yeah,
there it is.
On my screen it says it's yours, but it's
now it's
it's yours.
Yeah.
I just finished.
Let me see. There's probably Corita in the name. There may or may not be the Japanese word for memorial. It's probably got something like Bushido, Death to the Davians, other themes involved in the name of the stadium, I'm sure.
Anti-Davian Cretan Task Force.
Anti-Davian Cretan Defense Force Memorial Stadium.
There you go.
Of course it would be 17 words long. All right, there is roughly 3,000 battle value in favor of the Dragonborn, just for those that didn't see that. And currently there are no pieces on the map that I can see.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Which basically means that none of his pieces could see any of your pieces, because I think that's the only way for me to see them.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, I found three honeybee teams and one Jenner.
Yeah, I feel like that was mostly his plan in the first place, was to get the Jenner up in there.
Well, he can jump a little bit. Jump
Yep.
around, get down, make things go boom. That didn't really work, rhythmically speaking. That locust can really jig, huh? Zoomies. Zoomy locust.
Zooms.
Alright. Moving now into the firing phase. Only one Dragonborn mech is exposed. Will it die this round? Probably not.
No.
One.
It's literally one square away from my miss range.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
Darius probably did that on purpose. Well, no,
What's
actually,
that?
nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Not talking shit about the Dragonborn at all.
No, you were saying I did what on purpose?
Placing your Jenner exactly one hex outside of missile range.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a pretty lucky one, but
Looks
nonetheless.
like initiative is favoring the Dragonborn as well as the battle value difference here. With
Yeah.
the Thunderbolt moving last after everybody else. That's the only advantage the honeybees are going to get for this round, and initiative's concerned. Really curious to know where that king crab is, because that thing hits like a fucking Mack truck and a half. And that water,
We'll find out soon enough.
yeah, and that water placement for this map is right fucking nasty.
That was intentional.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, he stacked this, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So, any team that might face the Dragonborn know that Darius is definitely up to shenanigans when it comes to map selection. Jenner has moved closer. Don't know where the rest of his pieces are yet.
Oh, there it is.
There's the king crab. That locust is, I'm in danger.
Yeah, and it cut his movement a lot to try
Yeah,
to be able
'cause
to
you-
get to there.
Yeah, you can only walk when you're crossing water.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now Darius is going to have all kinds of maneuvering space. All right, here we go. Round 2, firing. Ooh, excuse me. Locust is definitely in danger. The Jenner might take some rounds. Well, no, the Jenner is not, because no line of sight.
Yeah.
Is that my cat meow? Don't know why he's
Well, I might
meowing.
as well pop off some shots before my Jenner dies.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
any bit of paint chipping is better than no paint chipping when it comes to shooting a king crab.
yeah, it's a faster mech than I thought it would be.
The king crab?
Yeah,
That one's an advanced mech. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4.6. No,
it's
it's 3.5.
3.5.
Oh, but he
Yeah.
must have placed it where he had all 5 hexes of open terrain.
Yeah. Just a straight line,
Yep.
Right down the middle.
Right
Yeah.
down the middle.
which is exactly what you want a king crab to do.
They're certainly not a mech to flank with. All right, we do have some shots, but nothing hits. Going now into
Oh.
round 3, the Locust, probably thinking all the gods it might be. All right, we got some heat buildup, but nothing that is unmanageable. King Crab's going to be slow for a round or two, but that's okay. And this time the Honeybees seem to get the better end of the initiative. Perhaps. I'm not sure. There's a lot of question marks on my screen. Oh, well, excuse me. Oh, we got some sensor returns.
Yep.
Oh, that's all I got on my map. That's all I have on my map right now is sensor returns. You guys suck. Come on, somebody do something. There's King Crab. And they can see a Marauder.
Yep. So, trading PPC shots?
I mean, that sounds like a great night at the bar to me, but I don't think that's what you meant. Oh, here we go.
Or not. Okay.
I'm not trading anything with that King Crab. Thank you.
Excuse me. Definitely feels like there may have been some lessons learned on the Honeybee side since the last time they met. Jenner has moved into a firing position over the Locust, but can the Jenner hit the Locust? Both mechs moving very fast. That's going to add to their hit numbers. Wolverine also looks like he's in a position to do something to Locust, so we may see the Locust die this round. I said it last round and it didn't happen, but maybe this round, or maybe not. We shall soon see. Oh, I can't stop yawning. Feel tired. All right. This is the round that I'm going to need to use my pen. I'm pretty sure. As a side note, because I may or may not have mentioned it, or you may or may not have seen it, at the end of this match, the losing team will face the draft. The winning team will not. The winning team will move on. Only when a team is removed from the tournament will they have to deal with the draft. With the exception of the finals, because if you win the finals, you're still going to have to face the draft.
Good to know.
Yes. Well, I'm sitting there. I had recorded Talos' preliminary match, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, that's some fucked up shit. A team that wins in this tournament just lost like a couple of players, like a couple pilots and a couple techs. Like, why would they be out in the middle of the tournament, or even as the tournament begins? In the case of the Crows, I was like, no, that's stupid. Only the team losing needs to face the draft. Except for, of course, the final match where both teams. All right, what are we looking at here? Looks like the Jenner takes some damage. Looks like the Locust takes some internal structure. We have a head hit on the Locust. It gets re-rolled with Edge, and then a section destroyed on the Locust right arm. That's going to bump it up to heavy damage. Other than that, it looks like nothing really spectacular happened, which is unfortunate for the bloodthirsty person that is me. I wanted to see a mech die, even if it was just a little crunchy Locust. I am good to go whenever you guys are. Alright, heat is well managed on the board, it looks like. Unless, of course, that King Crab was out there shooting the woods to cause smoke to be a bigger problem. And it looks like the Dragonborn get somewhat of a better shake at the initiative, but that Thunderbolt is moving last again. Although it's probably because he has a +2 initiative modifier. That could be why the Thunderbolt keeps moving last. I'm not sure how that math works. I'm joking. I know exactly how that math works. King Crab sneaking in closer as much as one can sneak in a 100-ton battle mech. Especially one with a fat ass like the King Crab. Jesus, that thing is wide.
Yep. Got to have room for all those mounted weapons.
Especially the big ones like the LB20s in your case. And the PPCs.
Yeah.
Oh, LB10s, I apologize. They're still fucking huge.
Yep.
Marauder carefully keeping the woods and hill between him and the King Crab. Wolverine chasing the Locust. Probably not a unwise thing at this point for the Wolverine to break off like that. It does have some woods to keep it safe from back shots from the other two mechs. Jenner moving in close. That kind of movement, he could easily pepper that Marauder with a harassment of lasers. And yes, that is what lasers are called when they're grouped together. It is a harassment. I'm making that shit up. Don't listen to me. You know, like a murder of crows. I think a group of cats is called a cuddle. I learned that the other day. I was actually disturbed slightly. Hey, while these guys are planning their shooty shoots, did you know that I'm trying to create a fleet in Star Trek Online and I could use one more person by my math counts to show up and I could actually start a fleet in Star Trek Online? Come hang out in the Discord. We'll get it all set up. We'll figure it all out. We'll make it all work. We'll create our own Krieg Dominion in real space. Oh dear. What do we got going on here? Locust.
Well, I figured that would happen.
Yep, Locust is getting obliterated. Crippled now with a gyro hit. Let's see. Thunderbolt lays waste, hitting with the AC-20 on the Jenner, taking off a whole ass torso and the associated arm that goes with it. So that Jenner is now heavily damaged in a single blast. Jenner indeed hits with a harassment of lasers. Let's see. Locust automatically falls because it has no gyro, and Chew takes a point of damage. Marauder has to make a piloting skill check as well, but he remains standing, as does the Jenner. I believe I have everything there. We got some physical actions going here. Jenner kicking the Marauder. Marauder kicking the Jenner. Free internal structure remaining on the right leg of the Jenner. All mechs are still standing, with the exception, of course, with a gyroless, or a busted up gyro, a Locust. Alright, ooh, look at that. In a strange twist of fate, the Thunderbolt with a +2 initiative goes first. What a weird world this is. On a positive note there, Luke, your locust, if it can stand up, should well, no, you could always just eject the locust if you want to flee it. That's entirely up to you. I was just thinking with where it landed, it could easily just flee the map. But then I remembered it probably has to stand up first. And then because it has to do the whole stand-up dialogue, I don't know if Megamech would let you flee. We've got quite the kerfluffle going on near the river, and then a wolverine and a locust look like they're going to dance with each other, but the locust is like, I have no legs. Well, I have legs, but I can't stand because I have no spine.
I have no legs and I must scream.
Sounds so much like a Metallica song. Actually, that just change those words into actual lyrics, and that is a Metallica song. I'm of course referring to the song "One" from the
Oh yeah.
"Injustice for All." Is that the album that it's on?
I'm not
No,
sure.
that doesn't sound right at all. The harrowing story of a World War I veteran coming home with no limbs. No limbs and effectively deaf and I believe blind. Don't know what's going on in the South now. Jenner has skedaddled. I don't think the king crab can waddle its ass up too much faster. It looks like we just had a mech go away.
Yeah, looks like he ejected the locust.
Yeah, let's see who did the last bit
Not
of
the Wolverine
damage.
kill.
That's what I was just checking. I'm pretty sure it was the Wolverine that did it.
Yep.
Lucas. Yep, Wolverine did all that. So the Wolverine pilot will get kill credit for the Locust. Let's see, that is Hideo.
Looks like I'm going to have a kidnapping here too.
I mean, it could just be considered a pilot rescue. It doesn't have to be a kidnapping.
No, it's a kidnapping.
I mean, the words, hey buddy, you need a lift? Those are usually better sounding than, hey, you want some free candy, kid? Wow, that got dark really
Jeez.
fast.
Oh,
My son has been posting videos on YouTube, and one of them is a video of him sitting in the back seat of my vehicle as we're driving somewhere, and he's got the caption, "I'm getting free candy and you're not." And I'm just like, "Yo, stop it! That's too much, man. Some people are gonna get really upset about that." All right, we got some Marauder on the crab action. We're gonna have that volley of PPCs. Here, you take my PPCs, I'll take your PPCs, and then we'll throw them back to each other, and it will rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly how that works with particle pulse cannons or particle projection cannons or whatever the fuck they are.
particle projection cannons.
I knew as soon as I said pulse, I was like, nope, I'm thinking too much of Alien RPG.
They're not called PP cannons?
No.
Oh.
No,
I am
there
completely
are
misunderstood as to how they fire.
they are not stream based. Oh man! And every BattleTech novel that ever describes PPC fire is always like uses the words man-made lightning. I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty much what everybody assumes it looks like. But can we have some different words here to describe what it looks like? I probably should clarify. Every BattleTech novel I have read, which let's just say out of I don't know 50 or so, I have read probably a half dozen or so. Actually, it's a little bit more than that. Twilight of the Clans alone was a half dozen, and I've read 3 or 4 more on top of that. All right. We got the big guns going here. Marauder shooting at the King Crab. King Crab taking damage. King Crab shooting at the Marauder. Marauder taking damage. What else do we got? Ooh, there's a head hit on the Marauder, but it's re-rolled. Marauder eats a lot of damage. Wow. 10 from the PVC, 10 from the LB10, and 8 more from the missiles. Some high skill rolls are made, but everybody's still standing.
Both LB10s hit.
Did both of them hit?
Yep.
Oh, I misread that. Yep, you're right. I
He
thought
took 30 damage from 3 weapons and then 8 damage from the SRM6.
Yep.
Yeah.
I misread that. I thought the one was it listing the damage again, but you're right. But yeah, wow. The Thunderbolt's gonna need a new paint job and probably a new pilot seat.
Marauder?
Marauder.
Yes. That's exactly what I said. How dare you question me? I like how I said that it needs a new pilot seat and nobody said anything. They were like, you mean the Marauder?
And there's the kidnapping.
That's not a kidnapping. It's a rescue. You guys are not active combatants
yeah.
at war.
Rescue.
You have to return her, you know?
Why?
She wants to go home? And your candy sucks, she said.
Wow.
I gotta fucking stop, man. I gotta stop. 89 to 87, favoring by a slim margin the Dragonborn at present. Moving now into round 6. Have you ever had Japanese candy by chance, Darius?
Yes.
I think I've had some, not candy, but sweets. And the one
I've had both sweets and candy.
I like mochi.
Mm-hmm.
I have had, there's like, I want to say it's like a rice papery kind of thing, and it like almost literally dissolves on your tongue. You're almost effectively eating paper, really, but it's not paper, obviously. But there's other Japanese treats and other obviously Japanese cuisine, and I'm just like, as an American, some of these things sound very interesting, and some of them sound very much like no thank you. Just wanted to point that out to further clarify my previous statement of your candy sucks. There was an ice cream flavor that I had when I was still with my first wife. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like, it might have been like seaweed flavored ice cream. Maybe? I don't know. I wish I could remember now. But it was a very uniquely different and possibly even very Japanese flavor. And I don't remember what it tasted like. Other than presumably what one would expect if you've ever had seaweed. Speaking of eating seaweed, my son will devour a package of seaweed. I don't know, slices, I guess is what they're called. Give him a pack of like, what is like 10 or 20 little inch by inch sheets of seaweed, like dry roasted
yeah.
or whatever. Oh my God, my kid will demolish them in seconds. I'm just waiting for someone to call CPS because I'm feeding my kids seaweed. Somebody's gonna think that's really fucking wrong of me. And I just want to be like, are you fucking serious right now? You
That
clearly
would
an
be,
uncultured person.
yeah.
I mean, have you never had sushi? Like, going on a limb here. Although technically that's sashimi. I don't know. Wait. The difference between sushi and sashimi. One is the rice roll with various things inside it. The other one is basically just the raw fish.
Yeah.
And I believe it's sushi is the raw fish. And sashimi is the actual roll.
Well, not all sushi is raw fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, maybe that's where I'm confused then. Because I know there's a difference between the two terms.
A
Yes,
friend of mine
it's-
actually lived in Japan for a while.
Yeah. Well, my ex-wife was half Japanese. She was raised American, but her mom was Japanese, Okinawan or whatever. I think she tried to explain it to me, and my stupid ass at the time was just like, I don't care. It tastes good, or it's in some cases like it took me a while to get around the idea of eating raw fish, and I did eat some, and it was enjoyable, but it was not something I was going to do on a regular basis, and I think it had more to do with the consistency of what I was eating. Which the only way to explain it and I don't remember what fish exactly I was eating. It was probably tuna, maybe, but I really don't know. I don't remember now. But the consistency I remember feeling was, you know, when you bite into, let's say, a cheeseburger and the bun's gotten a little bit damp, and the cheese and the bread kind of stick to the roof of your mouth a little bit, and now it's kind of a wet, soggy mess of cheesy flavor. That consistency is kind of what I remember from eating the. I'm gonna say sushi. I might be wrong. I don't remember. Again, I'm still confused as to which is which. Other than that, it didn't taste bad at all. I enjoyed it. All right, here we go. After I just labored long about some different foods. Let's see. Oh, we got a critical hit on the
That's the
king
bottom
crab,
lip.
but it re-rolled with edge. That's unfortunate. Jenner taking shots but misses. Marauder taking shots but missing. Wolverine hitting the Marauder. Excuse me. King Crab throwing all kinds of shit at the Thunderbolt. First time the Thunderbolt's been damaged, according to my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big, and anything that was critical got re-rolled. So for me, the viewer,
PPC hit.
what's that?
Center torso.
PPC hit.
Ooh,
Center torso.
It did hit the center torso. Now, unfortunately, there's no red text, which doesn't catch my eye. So
Yeah.
I live for the booms, man. I live for the booms. We are. Oh no, the King Crab is not going to kick the Jenner or vice versa. So the Wolverine does kick on the punch table at the Marauder and it hits, but it doesn't get anything juicy. Not much armor left on that left torso though.
Mm.
Heat is still fairly well managed. Let's see what the initiative order looks like here. The Thunderbolt moving last.
Marauder
88.
moving first.
Yep, 88 to 83 in favor of the Dragonborn, moving now into round 7. Since the fighting has gotten a bit more in one spot, let me zoom in. Maybe we can see Marauder scooting around, trying to not be stuck at an elevation disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just waiting for the Wolverine to back off one hex and then charge the water off the hill. I don't know if that's a valid move or not, but that'd be hilarious if he did. Darius, was that you that pushed one of my mechs off the map early in the season?
Yeah.
I feel like it
Yeah.
was. Only because I wasn't paying quite enough attention, I think. Not so much to where I was, but how much movement you had. It's like, motherfucker. Uh-oh. That's looking like a nasty little firing line just for the Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yeah. Things are going to get a little rough. Ooh, the Thunderbolt trying to get out of the way. Is it going to be enough? He may have broken line of sight.
No,
No?
No,
not quite.
Line of sight
But
blocked
two
to the
hexes is
Wolverine.
not bad.
Oh,
Two
nope.
hexes isn't bad.
No, the King Crab can shoot the Thunderbolt. The Wolverine cannot. Alright, let's see what it goes, what it does, what it is. I want to see a mech go kaboom. Somebody give me some booms, please. I'm getting impatient for my booms. It's round 7, and the only mech that's dead ejected of their own accord. That'd be
Alright, we're gonna have to
hilarious.
hope for the best.
That would be hilarious. If the Thunderbolt and Marauder managed to make that King Crab go pop. I don't think it's gonna happen, but oh my god, I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it does. And I only mention that because they're both firing from the flanks.
Yeah, but unfortunately, pink crabs have lots of flank armor.
Oh, they got lots of armor, period.
Yeah,
They have a lot of butt armor, if you want to call it that.
yeah.
Their pinky toe has more armor than most mechs. Okay, they don't really have pinky toes, but you get the idea.
They have claw things, don't they?
I believe the correct term is mandible, but I could be wrong too.
No, I mean for like the toe.
No,
thing.
yeah.
It's like the big 3-prong thing or something.
Oh, the king crab, the actual king crab foot, I think, is just a flat chunk of metal underneath some sort of mechanical ankle-looking thing.
Oh yeah, it's
I
just
could
a
be
big
wrong,
flat
too.
pickup truck or something.
Flat pickup truck. All right, Marauder hitting the king crab. Thunderbolt hitting the king crab. 9 armor left in that king crab's left arm. Center torso getting slowly whittled down.
Oh,
Let's
that's
see.
not good.
King crab crunching the Marauder, ripping off an arm. Some cluster ammo hitting, 6 out of 10 pellets. The SRM-6 ripping into some more stuff. The Marauder is dead. I scrolled down far enough. I did get my boom, thank you. I would have preferred the honeybees not to be the ones going boom, but whatever. Not playing favorites, by the way. All right, let's see here. Joffrey takes 2 hits from the ammo explosion. The Marauder is going to be gone unless you get that 6. We'll roll that at the end here. Jenner gets a hit on the Thunderbolt. King Crab has to make a PSR, and I need to point kill credit to somebody. Wolverine getting another kill. Hideo just ripping mechs apart tonight.
Yep. Wolverine's no joke.
No,
No, they're not usually jokes.
no, a well played Wolverine is not a joke. Another
I think that
cases,
brought me down below the.
it very well could have. Well, no, because
Yeah.
it was just a locust. That locust only had. I'd be surprised if that locust had 1,000 points of battle value. You're getting really close though. 85 to 53 going into round 4. Your
Yeah.
Thunderbolt is moving last. How ironic. You could turn the last couple of rounds into a cat and mouse game. I don't know if it's going to do you any good though. It'll be fun to watch. Well, at least until you lose initiative, even with your +2.
Yeah.
Roll a 3, and you'll be the first one moving. Oh no, a Jenner up my ass.
Yeah.
And that Wolverine can jump.
You can.
Oh, look at that. Trying to box you in. Smart.
Uh, Considering my next move, almost does it over.
Oh,
Early.
we going for a suicide charge here? That's what a suicide charge definitely looks like. Go big or go home, they say.
Matter. Because I'm gonna go punch a crab today. But at least it's. I mean, it's
Assuming you
it's
survive
one of those
that
things.
long.
You both talked at the same time in my head, and I couldn't quite make out what you said. Go ahead, Luke.
No, go big, go home. I'm gonna punch a crab if I survive this round, and I'm gonna be pretty happy.
Indeed. Darius, what were you trying to say?
I was just saying if he survives that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what Luke is doing. He's channeling his inner Pike. He's charging at the Xeno.
Hey, I gotta be
popping
piking
it.
something.
Yeah, he's charging the Xeno just to bash it before he dies to it. I might get
Yeah,
eaten by
pretty
this
much.
thing, but at least I'm gonna punch it in the nose first.
Yeah.
Oh, King Crab taking internal
I'm
structure
naked.
damage. Let's see. Thunderbolt eating a lot of shit.
Oh, tons of shit.
Tons of
Somehow
shit.
still
Baker
not
takes a
being
hit.
any blue though.
Yeah, Baker takes a hit. Wow, 2 SRM6s and 2 LB10s on cluster ammo. Just riddling across his front side there. Jenner gets a hit, or excuse me, Jenner misses. Wolverine hits. PSRs are made. All mechs are still standing. Please, show me this punch on a King Crab.
Alright.
And hope that, the AC-20 is a torso-mounted weapon, so you should have both arms.
I do have both arms and they're at 100%.
Excellent. Matamuri takes a hit. Darius is going to be mad at Luke Labrador here later. How dare you punch my wife, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's see, punch left hits, punch right hits, so that's both of them hitting. The kick also hits. Thunderbolt maintains a PSR. Now moving into round 9. Let's see what the battle value looks like after that round. Heat is up on that King Crab.
Yep.
Way up. Battle value 83 to 45 in favor of the Dragonborn. Round 9. Let's see how much more dancing we're going to do. The Thunderbolt is not moving last, but he is also not moving first.
I'm okay with that.
Fact. Jenner, Wolverine, Thunderbolt, then the King Crab. But the King Crab is super hot, so he's not going to move very far. Not that he can move far in the first place.
Hmm.
Better Stitch. Well, looks like the king crab. Well, king crab won't have to move very far. He just has to turn.
Yep. Don't even have to turn.
No, you really
Not
don't.
really, no.
In fact, you're better off not turning.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if the Thunderbolt can survive round 9. Hi, kitty. No, you want attention. You want to play. Come here. Oh, we gotta get your brother up here. Get out of there before you kill my power and make me lose internet and shit. All right, let's see what the tally is going to be. Jenner firing 2 lasers and hitting with 1. Thunderbolt firing the aileron 10 and the 20, AC 20 I should say, hits. King Crab's eating it. Wolverine firing. Thunderbolt taking internal. Nope, I'm sorry. Not. Oh, that's a critical hit with no effect. King Crab, 1 LB10 misses. Second LB10 hits. 2 SRM6s fire. 8 total missiles for 16 total damage on top of the LB10s. Some more PSRs. Nothing booms. No internals. Nothing for me to update on my sheet. Let's see what happens.
You got your boom. You got your boom.
What was the boom? How did I miss a boom?
The Marauder.
What did the Marauder do?
The Marauder exploded.
Oh, that was
Ammo explosion.
That was a while ago. I need more booms.
Yeah, okay.
Listen,
So you need more booms.
It's like a
All right,
crackhead. I need more crack. In this case, I need more boom.
All right.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. There it is. What?
Boom.
That's a double
Pilot
boom.
death.
Holy shit. Hold on. Let's back up here. Holy shit. I am fucking stunned. There's a lot of red on my screen all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay. Mata Murray's dead? We just had a double knockout here. This is... Holy shit. Okay. Alright. I gotta do this one thing at a time. Thunderbolt punches the King Crab. 7 damage to the head. Section destroyed. This kills the pilot. Mata Murray is dead. Now, there will be the 1d6 roll for Mata Murray. I believe that's in the rules. If not, we'll throw it in there. I'm pretty sure there is a 1d6 roll for pilot kills. Am I crazy? I know it wasn't just for mechs. Stand by 1 second. I gotta look this up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cat? Play match.
Well, there's a second ammo explosion at least.
I wasn't expecting like 2 mechs to die as well as the pilots. That was definitely a little bit more boom than I was expecting. This is why you can't ask for such things too much, because then the chaos gods are like, here, have it all. All right, let's see. I'm looking through the rules now. I gotta. Oh, you know what? It's probably
Why? View game options.
Yeah, I mean, we just lost 2 pilots in one of the most epic explosions.
I think Darius was about to ask Skinny. Are you asking about Skinny Your Teeth?
Yeah,
I thought we had that. Now that you
Okay.
bring it up, I thought we had that on.
because that would have
saved Mata Murray.
saved Mata Murray. But
Yeah.
I'm guessing
All right.
it's
If we
not
scroll
on.
down, we see that Baker also died.
Well, that's ammo. Well, death from injuries, because the ammo explosion and whatever else happened along the way.
Yeah.
Um, he's. I'm looking for the rolls now. I could have sworn.
A pilot will eject from his mech when the head is destroyed by damage. TAC Op skin of teeth ejection. It is checked, and it did not eject her.
It is checked. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case,
All right.
Metamurray's just not dead. Plain and simple. That
Okay. Thank you.
because I can't control, like, if it's selected and it's supposed to do that, but Megamech doesn't actually do it, I can't control that part of it. But for the
Right.
game master side, I could definitely say, yeah, no. If it is checked and Matamuri's not gonna die, she's just gonna, she'll take a few hits or whatever, but she'll be fine. Otherwise, I'm trying to figure out where. I know I had this in here for pilots. And I vaguely recall rolling this for a dead pilot because Talus killed a pilot when he played the Wolverines earlier this season. And I rolled that. Okay, oh, here we go. Repairs and purchases. Okay. Alright. The mech has lost a leg or suffered either an end, blah, 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 blah. Or was previously marked, utterly destroyed, but was rescued. Okay, I got it. Alright. But what about pilots? Postseason. SPAs. Well,
I'm willing to call a kamikaze on this one.
we are going to do the 1d6 roll for Baker. Matamuri is alive. That's not. We're not going to contest that.
Really?
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like giving her 2 points of damage feels like the right answer. Let me double check my thing here. 2 points of damage will not remove her from competition next week either. So he'll just have to pay for the medical bill, which is only 3 wealth. Baker. Then the reason why I'm not doing anything crazy for Baker outside of the rules is because he took damage earlier. Like, I think it was like a head hit or something. Takes 2 more from this ammo explosion. Falls asleep. Takes 4 damage. So he's at 3 points. He takes 4 damage more from when the mech fell over.
Yeah.
And that would have been a total of 6+ hits, which is what kills him.
That's just from ejecting. He takes 4 damage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Auto eject, yeah, got it. And because he failed the PSR during the ejection, because he's asleep, that's what basically kills him. Now, because of that, we will do a 1d6 roll for the pilot, Baker, and on a 6, he is injured, but he is at like 5 out of 6 hits instead of 6, if that makes sense. It'll be a similar process for the Marauder that you may lose from ammo death. Let me mark this up though, because both teams are going to get kill credit for these mechs. So the Thunderbolt did get kill credit for King Crab. And then the King Crab gets kill credit for the Thunderbolt. Now, I believe that's still going to be the end result of the Dragonborn winning, but okay. So let's go ahead and cycle through. Everybody can click done for me. Yep, battle value all 100% for the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of a no-brainer. All right, so the first thing we'll do once everybody clicks done there is the Canopians have 2 1d6 rolls to make. The first one will be for your Marauder. On a 6, the Marauder is recoverable. Otherwise, it will be removed from your roster. This is a 1d6.
He's got to do the same thing with the Thunderbolt.
Oh, the Thunderbolt, was it? Oh, shit, it was, wasn't it?
Yep. So that's a 4 for my
yep.
Marauder, so that's gone.
Yep, so, and then the Thunderbolt needs a 1d6 also. Well, you just saved yourself a lot of money in repair bills. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's like the only consolation. And then finally for Baker, again, on a 6, Baker is recoverable.
2.
Fortunately, Baker is dead. I am sorry, because I know Baker is a pilot you've been working at least this entire season, if not part of the previous season.
All seasons.
Oh, was he one of the original?
Yeah, he was.
God, that fucking sucks, dude. I am sorry.
Eh,
I mean, I know it's a game, et cetera, but like that's
yeah.
that. I mean,
Sorry
like
about that.
as a player, you get invested, you know. And when you take a big hit like that, like I'm sure for Darius when he lost Vamsey for the rest of this season, I felt
Yeah.
bad because Vamsey got fucked
I'm
up.
just glad Vancy survived.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's
All right.
do our normal post-match stuff here, starting with who won. Obviously, that's going to be Dragonborn.
So to be fair, I did drop you by 60% of your battle value, which
Yeah,
is pretty good.
you got a lucky hit on the king crab's head.
That was a lucky hit. I also does a king crab really only have 7 armor and internal structure on the head?
It got hit before, I
Mm,
think.
gotcha. Okay, so it's 3 victory points for the Dragonborn, 1 victory point for the Honeybees as a default. The Dragonborn additionally receive 3 for the Thunderbolt, 3 for the Marauder, and 1 for the Locust. That's a total of 7 for a grand total of 10. The Honeybees receive 4 victory points for a total of 5. Final score is 10-5. Dragonborn are the winners. Whew, that was a hell of an ending to the match. Jesus Christ. All right, fans. Let me pull up my rules so I can do this correctly here. Rules. Fans. Give me one quick moment. Let me yell at my kid. Okay, apologies. Where am I? Fans.
Yeah, Madden
Fans.
Murray had 1 previous damage before she ejected.
Okay. So I think it's fair to say if we give her the total, if I give her 3 or more, she won't be here in the next match. So I'm gonna argue that 2 seems like a valid number to go with. 2 hits.
All right.
That will be, and we'll get this when we tally the cost, but that'll be a medical cost of 3, and she'll be on the injured list for 4 days, which has no effect for next week.
Right.
And I feel like her taking at least 1 point of damage in that head being caved in bit seems to make sense, narratively speaking. Sorry, I'm losing my mind at the moment here. 12 is the page I need. There's my fans. Okay. All right, fan roll. We'll start with the Honeybees. You will have a -1 for losing. You are on a winning streak. There was, let's see, +4 for. Nope, I'm sorry. +2. Jesus Christ. Let me start over. -1 for the loss. +2 for 2 of your mechs being utterly destroyed. So that's now +1 total. Physical attack kills a mech. That's +3. If you could roll 2d6 +3.
+4.
+4?
Yeah.
Did I do some shitty math in there?
There was 1 and then +3.
Hold on. -1 for losing.
Yeah.
+2. Or excuse me. -1 for losing, +1 times 2 for your blown up mechs. So that's now at +1 grand total.
Yeah.
+2 for physical kills.
Oh, you said
So it's
+3. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a
Okay.
+3 total.
Okay.
2d6, please. 3 + 3 is a 6. That is no change to your fans. For the Dragonborn, you're going to get, let's see, +1 for winning. You are not on a win streak. +4, so that's a total of +5 so far. For mechs blown up. +2 for physical attack kills. That is a total of +7. Holy shit. Could you stop with trying to get more fans? You and your OnlyFans contingent over there? You also have a +2 from your stadium, so it's actually +9 if all of my modifiers are adding up correctly. So 2d6 +9. Or I could just arbitrarily say, I mean, you're going to be at Yeah, go ahead and make a roll. It's a difference of +3 or +4. Yep, that's +4 fans.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then +6 fans because I get +2 per week that I win.
No, it's +1 fan each week on a win, not per week.
No, +2. I just got new sponsorship.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
okay, all right.
No, you said that doesn't affect this week. Never mind.
Yes, that's
So
right.
it's
But you do get the
+1,
+1, so it's actually
so it's
+5
5.
fans. And go ahead and give me that +2d6 wealth for winning a home match. Go ahead and add that in now. Jesus Christ. Beer sales. I'm sorry. It's Space Japan. It's probably sake sales. +10 wealth on top of your actual winnings. Which will do that next. So wealth. It was 10 + 5, so that's 15. 25 wealth. A grand total of 35 wealth going to the Dragonborn. And +15 wealth going to the honeybees, who don't have to spend a whole lot of money on fixing their mechs.
No.
Let me stop being a smart
You're
ass
welcome.
here. It's called Darius the Budget Maker.
Yeah.
All right, let me update some shit here. Starting with the honeybees. Let's see. General info. Eliminated quarterfinals. And then you gained 0 fans. You do gain 15 wealth. And I forgot to add this in for you. Damn it. That's not how you spell quarterfinals. Yeah, son.
Okay, how much were my match earnings?
25 from your match earnings, 10 from your stadium earnings. But I'll add that in your. I'll put that on your spreadsheet here in a minute. And this time I'm going to remember to send the updated ones to you guys.
Yeah, please.
I mean, I say that, but let's see what happens in a few minutes. 21 income there.
My fans should be 47.
Yeah, that sounds right. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get everything added to Honeybees roster really quick that I need to add right now, and I think, yeah, I think I'm good. All right, so now for the Dragonborn. Defeated Honeybees quarterfinals. We gained 5 fans up to 47. They earned 25 from the match. Other stadium winnings. It's 10. Oops. Fan income is 29.
For him or me?
For you.
Okay.
All right. That's all updated. The draft is next. So, Mr. Labradors.
Yeah.
You will have -1 for losing. But it's countered by a +1 because it's a postseason match. You are not on any streaks, so you don't get. There are no other additional modifiers, so this breaks out to a flat 2d6 roll for the draft for you. For a total of 5. Nobody is impressed enough to try to draft anyone from your team this time. So no changes to your roster there, besides the fact that you lost 2 mechs and a pilot.
Yeah.
Let me update that now. Yet again. All right. Thunderbolt
I
and
see a
Marauder.
recruitment MWE coming in his future.
Well, it'll be at the beginning of the next season, but I think
Yeah.
I'd have to double check the rules, but I'm pretty sure that there's an easy fix for that because it's a new season for him after this point. Rogan Baker, gone. So unfortunate. It really sucks, man.
You don't
Yeah,
have to pay
I'm
him
already
anymore.
scheming. Well, I'm scheming, but then again, I have to pay a funeral, so I mean, I'll probably do that.
You know, I think in one of my original drafts, or at least the ideas that when a pilot is killed in the arena, that the team has to pay their salary for that first week afterwards. I never made it an official rule, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But I figured that would be like, or at least narratively, you had to mention it or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm concocting something.
All right. Speaking of shit expenses, that's the word I want. Let's go to start with. Actually, we'll start with Canopians. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 max. 3 went to the field. All of them are maintained.
Yeah.
Yep, all of them are maintained. So, maintenance this week, -4. Salaries. You will have to pay Baker's salary this week because he was on the team until just now. So, 2 for all your greens and regs. 3, 4, including Baker. 5, 6, 7. -7 for your salaries. We'll get to repairs and medical in a moment. Let's take care of the Dragonborn's additional finances and whatnot. Maintenance. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 techs. 3 went to the field, so therefore 4 must be maintained.
Yep.
Salaries. 2 for all the greens and regs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 13 for
Sounds
salaries.
right.
Yeah, I double checked the previous week. I was like, that's a lot of money, but nope. All right, let's do repairs because wow, that's a big fucking number. Okay, Canopians, you have a crippled ass light mech remaining and a couple of mechs that are nothing but smoking debris.
Mm-hmm.
A crippled light mech is 4, so that will be -4 for repair. You have a dead pilot and 1 mech. Excuse me, 1 pilot with 1, the other pilot with 2, so that is a total of 4 for medical. Let me update that now. -4 for both of these blocks. And then for the Dragonborn. Repair bill, +4 on the King Crab that is moderately damaged. No, heavily damaged. You lost critical slots.
Yep.
So an assault mech heavily damaged. That's 8 +4 because it's a King Crab. That's going to be 12 for the repairs for that mech alone. Your Wolverine didn't take any damage, so there's that. And a heavily damaged Jenner is 3. So you have a total of -15 for repair and -3 for medical for the 1 pilot that got punched literally out of their mech. Alright, so repairs -15 and then minus, what did I say? 3, 4, 3. -3 for medical. Alright. And that'll do it. Ooh, wow, that was really loud in my ear.
Sorry.
No, I was thinking out loud because I was trying to make sure I had everything done before I moved to the next step. Because my brain, much like computers on a infranet or like your home network, the more shit running, the slower the network becomes. Repair rolls. Let's do repair rolls. We'll do the honeybees first because yours will be easy. Remember, you do have a free reroll because of your scrounging efforts earlier.
It's not gonna really matter because I'm out of the season, right?
You know what?
Actually, can he use that reroll on the pilot?
I was actually thinking about that for the mech, but I will leave it to you, the pilot or the mech, and which one of the two. Otherwise, your repair rolls are inconsequential because
Yeah,
it's the end
we're
of the
gonna-
season for you.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it as inconsequential.
All right. You don't want to re-roll any of the mechs being recovered or the
No.
pilot being recovered?
No, we're gonna go with that.
Okay. All right. In that case, uh, short of the closeout interview, I think the Honeybees are done for the season,
Yeah.
and they had a pretty good run. Not for nothing. Let's move on to the team that will come back next week. Not to, well, I didn't really mean for that to sound as dickheaded as that sounded. King Crab, heavily damaged. You need a 3+, and you have 7 fucking attempts. My God, you put a
Ooh,
lot
wow.
of edge on Laurent for this mech. That's probably not a bad idea though. 3+.
He also gets to roll 3d6 and take the best 2.
Oh, that's no. Well, you roll 2d6 and take the best one. Natural aptitude
okay.
tech. Yep, I have it written down, but I forgot that was there. So yeah, 2d6. You get a 3+, 7 attempts. That looks like a fixed King Crab. Woe to
Yep,
whoever
there we
you're
go.
facing next week. Oh, you know what? I did that wrong. I'm sorry. Well, it's fixed now. I read the total of 4 instead of the 2 2s.
Yeah, I rolled again.
Yeah, I see that. You're good. For the Jenner, you need a 4+ with 3 total attempts. 1d6.
A 4+?
Correct.
Jeez.
1. Get 2 more. 1 more. Jenner is busted. Repairs are paid
Okay,
for.
I'll have to put better tech on him next time.
Oops, Max Jenner is heavy damage. What? Oh, I must have hit something. Heavy repairs paid. And then I think that's it. Oh, I got an input experience points. We'll do the Dragonborn first. We're right here. So Montemurray will get 3, taking her up to 8. Hideo will get 4, up to 13. And then Groy will get 2, up to 8. And then your Tex, Laurent will get 2, up to 11. Marcius will get 2, up to 9. And Damodred will get 2, up to 14. And then for the Honeybees, let's see, what do we got here? 2 and Joffrey will get 1 each. 5 for Joffrey, 11 for Chew. The Techs will still get their experience point even though their mechs are smoking holes in the ground. So Brienne will go up to 11. Gumbo will go up to 14. And Rusty will go up to 13. And with that, we return to the press box. And there is something of a hush or a chill or just a weird silence as the screens finish up their displaying of the match, and Olaf is just sitting there and he looks at you guys kind of somberly, and I don't even know where to begin. Luke, first and foremost, please extend my condolences to your team and to your pilots' families. It is a tough thing to see. This is not the first time this season losing a pilot. So please, on behalf of the company, production team, and myself, please extend my condolences to the family. What a match! It didn't look good for the Honeybees after the first few rounds, but almost possibly started to turn things around. And then, of course, that catastrophic closing. Luke, any thoughts right now? And Personally, I will tell you, I will not be surprised if you're distracted at the moment.
Well, as far as the match is concerned, it was Rugen Baker's last match. We can confirm that from the information that we got. Rugen Baker is no longer. He went in, he said his last words, "I'm gonna punch a crab." I mean, he did.
This is clearly me, not Olaf, laughing.
But I just got it back from my resources here. We're going to be giving severance to his family, and we're also going to elect the final phase of the team and attempt to figure out what to do forward. So I'm going to discuss that with you later, but
Of course, of course.
yeah. But we're going to be giving it's 15 million to his family.
Okay.
Okay, so we're not gonna pay his salary, but we're gonna do the 15 million.
Right, right. Well, the 15 million is probably, I don't know your finances, of course, but I'm sure the 15 million will be very warmly received by his next of kin and other family members.
Absolutely. And as far as the loss today, I think the match went well. All things considered. Unfortunately, with the ending of it, it was very tight down to the last 10 seconds, and then we have two catastrophic failures on mechs right away. So I hope that it was exciting for the crowd, and I'll leave it at that.
I have heard some preliminary reports from ticket sales and condiments and things of that nature. I believe the crowd was very much enthused, at least right up until the very moment of watching those two big mechs literally take themselves out, or take each other out, I should say. It looks like ticket sales and merchandising and whatnot have virtually gone through the roof, as one can expect at such a incredibly violent moment. Darius, congratulations. Somber moment for sure. It's never a good thing when a pilot is lost, but for your team, victory and moving on to the semifinals. Any thoughts, please?
Well, first of all, I'd like to offer my own condolences to your pilot family and to your team.
Thank you.
You will actually find an additional 5 million has already been transferred to you to help out with the remunerations.
That'll be appreciated for the family.
Let me write this down so I don't forget.
Yeah. And then good match.
It was. It wasn't a repeat of
You
the
did.
stomping that you had.
Yeah, you did a lot better this time.
Thank you.
I would like to point out, I did mention that the honeybees had grown some in the several weeks since they last encountered the Dragonborn, and I will certainly say, for what it may be worth, at this dark moment in time, this was very much an enjoyable match to watch. And gentlemen, thank you. Congratulations to the Dragonborn. Our condolences to the honeybees, not only on their loss and elimination and their completion for the season, but most importantly, the loss of one of their brothers. And then eventually the scene closes, and you guys are left to go wander off to whatever it is that team managers do after such an epic conclusion to a match. Darius, Luke, wow, holy
Darius
shit!
actually will pull out a bottle of sake and two of those saucer-like cups,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
or three of them rather,
Oh,
and
Olaf is
pour
definitely
sake for
down.
each of us.
I don't know if you guys have ever caught on to this, but Olaf is down. He doesn't like the I would say Japanese. He doesn't like the DCMS or the Draconis Combine in general, but alcohol, that's his jam. I believe I
yeah,
referenced that once in one of his cups that he was drinking something not quite coffee.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, that was actually a really good match. I'm
It
super
was.
happy about how it turned out. I strafed the king crab for a while. I was hoping to get down the other mechs, but unfortunately my distraction was taken out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, but which is gonna happen. But I was hoping that it was gonna take the Wolverine out of position, or at least like the Jenner, and it did
Well,
kind of for one
they
turn.
both can jump 5, so
Yeah,
Yeah, but like
yeah.
so, but like with chasing a locust, I was hoping that I could at least make you go out of position a little bit, force you into a position that I get myself into way too often.
It was a valiant effort in that regard. I think no matter what you did,
Yeah.
beating up that king crab is such a pain in the ass. And
Oh my
it's
god.
to the point where you almost literally have to get at point blank range or as close as your weapon systems will allow to put as much damage into it as you can, and you have to keep doing it for round after round after round.
Yep.
There was one match where I played Darius with the Industrialists where first this was so fucking annoying because I forgot it had case. Because the 3025 case doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Except for this one advanced fucking mech and a couple others that are out there. And I blew off a torso and I was like, alright, cool, it's dead. Shit, it's not dead. It's got fucking case. Well, then I blew off the other torso. I'm like, it's gotta be dead now. No, it's not dead. We kicked each other. This is like 4 or 5 rounds out of a 10-round match where I'm trying to kill this fucking king crab with whatever I got and whatever I can. I think I defeated it. I didn't kill it. I defeated it. Or we
I
ran
think-
out of time. I don't remember how the rest of that match went. I remember though, because he got upset and we said, fuck it, we'll just kick each other. Because I thought it was funny and whatever. Like I'm here to fucking play a
Yeah.
game. Like I want to win, don't
Yeah,
get me wrong,
exactly.
but I'm here to play a game. And so we said, fuck it, our 2 fat ass mechs are just kicking the shit out of each other until finally they can't stand up. The other mechs ran off and started shooting at each other.
So I gotta say, Baker did speed run taking out a king crab.
He did. He did.
He's-
And he definitely punched the king crab and he killed
Yep.
it. He definitely
Yeah.
piked his way through.
Which is, let's be honest, on par with my luck in this game.
Yeah.
My luck is weird. But the point being is I still lost it with that, but I did the calculation at 41% of the battle value. I took out more battle value that you had on your team than I had on my whole team. Just by taking out the king
That's-
crab.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah.
I would have to crunch the
Probably.
numbers, but I'll take that.
Yeah, it was oh, what was it? It's still there was a difference of like 1,000 battle value or something. But that king crab was just like the whole other team. And then he had a whole other team just aside from that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw his pilots
Should
and
have
I'm like,
seen the battle
"Hmm,
value on that king crab when I had Vampsy in it.
Oh my God.
Advancey, if I'm not mistaken, made it to 0-0 with a couple of points in at least 1, if not 2, in tactics. So
3 actually, and
Oh.
then
3. Fuck.
hang on a second, let me look.
Yeah, it's,
So,
it's on the roster.
so to finish the role play, I suppose, because we're still
0-0
recording.
with 3 edge, 3 tactics, and natural aptitude gunnery.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So to finish the role play while we're still
Yeah.
rolling,
Yeah.
Luke is gonna get up, go on the phone, whichever phone device that they use in this particular feature,
Some sort
um,
of mobile communication
comm
device.
yeah, comm device of some sort. He's gonna communicate with his PR. He's gonna say, "Look, we got to get that deal running out with the Majesty of Canopus."
I still said it better than you.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I can't say the word, but whatever. Majesty.
Magistracy. It's hard.
Magistracy.
It's fucking hard. Man.
Magistracy. All right, and we're gonna offer because what am I at right now with the 15 down?
Let me see.
Because I got the finance guy on the line and he's like, yeah, well, we got this much, and
So first I'm gonna put minus 15. You're also
'cause
gonna
you're-
receive 5.
yeah.
So you're at 148 right now.
Okay. So I'm putting down 100 mil for my getting out of the deal with the Magistracy.
You're gonna tell the magistrates to, well, not fuck off, but here's 100 million. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did the team. I did the team good. Baker
Uh-huh.
died in the last moment. We got
Uh-huh.
to the semi the quarterfinals. The Canopus tourism is doing great.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I'm out.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not prepared for that, so I have no idea how that might work out. But
All
I
right,
do
well,
find it interesting and amusing. What I will ask this out of character. What are your intentions with the honeybees, or is this simply for Luke Labrador?
this is to get out from under the rock that he's put himself under, which is
Yeah,
the
it's part of his
if the yeah
rehabilitation. We'll say.
if he fails the expectations, then he goes back to jail. If
Yeah.
he gets freedom, then he keeps the team, he keeps going, and I believe that's going to coincide into a little bit of future sight that I don't actually know about, but your total chaos thing that you want to do. Or
Okay,
not total
that's
chaos, but
good.
whatever that's called. It's kind of like more of the warring states and stuff like that. He'll have his own kind of crew, right?
I mean, well, one, I'm not even sure how
Role
the.
play, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, role
Well,
play side.
the total chaos stuff, and I don't want to spend too much time on it here recording, but total chaos right now, and the thing that I was trying to do leading up to it, Krieg's War Machine. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I do know this though. It's 30-25 going to 30-29 the next time we meet as a group,
As a team,
season-wise.
yeah.
Yeah. Total chaos takes place in the 3060s to 3080s.
Oh, I see.
During the telecom wars, there's a very specific word I'm avoiding using. It starts with a J.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we don't use that term
Yeah.
anymore.
yeah, I'm avoiding. I personally, I don't give a shit because I know what the word means and I know what it's convoluted into now. But
Yeah.
that's strictly my personal opinion. At any rate,
Did CGL change it?
not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
But all published material relating to that, with some exception, is almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So times change and decisions are made amongst
Alright.
very. Anyway,
Well,
yeah,
Getting the freedom is a goal right now.
yeah.
And
Luke
moving
Labrador
on.
certainly could return in the 3060s with a kid that is this young upstart general wannabe cadet, very young lieutenant in some mercenary groups. Certainly.
More of a cult of personality, but
Sure,
yeah.
that too. I mean, listen, I'm flexible. I like all these crazy ideas because I think my ideas are great, and then I see some of y'all's, and I'm like, never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
But like your stadium is my freedom, right? So
Yeah.
that's where that money is going. I don't want the stadium, I want the freedom, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
Okay.
so you'll think about that.
Yeah, we'll see what we can come up with. We could talk more offline as time progresses too. Gentlemen, anything else? Final comments before we close the recording, because we're at just under 2 hours. Not that that means
was-
anything in the grand scheme of things, but the match itself is over. The interviews are over. I'm ready to go have a fucking beer.
It's like that Ferris Bueller
I
joke
have
at the
to
end of the
admit, my
credits.
heart skipped a beat when you hit the head.
Oh God! And that's your character's wife.
Yeah.
That I saw that. I was like, oh, so that's why it took me a minute before I was like, all right, I gotta back up. We gotta do this one item at a time, one thing at a time, because there was so much in that last battle report or last whatever report. Holy man, that was amazing. I'm actually tempted to go with one of the ideas I had, which was to all the quarterfinal matches, don't post them onto YouTube until all the quarterfinal matches are done, and then hold you guys to keeping your mouth shut, just for the stun of different things that might happen, including this. But
Just a whole thing, yeah.
yeah, which I'm not going to. I'm just not going to say anything about it and let other people talk about it. Be like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a video out. Maybe you should go, do like what Mark Hamill did in that final episode, or the one season finale for Mandalorian. He's just like tweets, "Hey, anybody watch anything cool on TV lately?" Like, hey, there's a video out. Maybe you should watch it. I don't know.
All right, well, I'm gonna call it a night. It is
Yeah. I'm gonna stop recording
1:15.
now.
Yeah, it's 1:15 in the morning for me. I don't know about you guys, but I am tired.
I hear you, brother. And I am gonna wrap this up. So hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you do, all the buttons out there. Find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RomarKrieg. Find me on Discord. Descriptions the links in the description. Come hang out on Discord, talk shit. Tell me why I suck as a GM. Tell me why I'm great as a GM. I will probably miss and or ignore both of those. I'm joking. I usually actually read Discord pretty closely. What else? Star Trek Online. I'm trying to put a fleet together. Come hang out. By my maths, I need one more player to regularly hang out with us, and I can start a fleet. I just got to get everybody in the same spot at the same time.
I'm working on it.
I know you are. I think that's it. Let's get out of here. Have a good one, my friends. Stay safe. We'll catch you next time.
Take care.